Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Mutant Year Zero. We are here at the Metal Bird. This is the very first zone of the game. Remember there were those guys we had to sneak past because they're so incredibly high level and terrifying? Well, check this out. They're level 55, which is above us for sure. They're guarding a chest. I was looking at our abilities and I think we can deal with these guys pretty quickly and give ourselves a chance at whatever's in there. We're probably going to take some damage. Level 55, 36 health, and 3 armor is tough. We're going to take some hits here, but the earlier we can get whatever that is, the more it's going to break the game open for us, right? It's probably like a pretty good gun. It looks like it's definitely a gun-shaped chest. So I think we can do this. Here's my plan. First of all, we're going to buy a new mutation here. For Borman, we're going to grab Twitch Shot. He does not need run and gun for this encounter. Twitch Shot might actually be really useful. So, we swap this out. You can see I've already put on Stone Skin. I'm going to start the fight by having him run right up to the tank and just pop Stone Skin. My hope is that that the tank just attacks whatever's closest. I don't know for sure that that's how it works, but I think that's how it works. And then these two can work on the Marauder. Since we're not afraid to use the loud weapons right away, because we know we're just going loud, they should be able to drop him pretty quickly. And my hope here is that by having them as far away from the tank as possible, and Borman right on top of the tank, we'll get the tank's attention focused on the invincible guy. Alright, this looks pretty good to me. Let's take Borman and walk him back around the other side. And we're going to make sure that we have everybody's stuff equipped correctly before we go. So Borman has Twitch Shot, Stone Skin, and Eagle Eye, which is not super relevant here, but he also doesn't have another passive. Dux has Moth Wings and Skull Splitter. I think, in this case, the right things for the job. So yeah, we don't need any special stuff to happen. We just hit the other dude for 9 twice. I put her Moth Wings on instead of Corpse Eater. If we do this right, she doesn't take damage, right? But I think I want the Moth Wings to get high ground advantage so that I can Gunslinger and actually hit them both on the first round. Because we really do have to maximize the amount of damage we do to the tank. Alright. And I mean, there's scrap and stuff over there too. I'm just really curious what's in that chest. Trying to figure out, does it matter who I start this with? Not really. Alright, let's go. So Pharaoh needs to... Okay, Pharaoh can Mothwing from where she's at and get the 100. The thing is, I don't need 100. I need 125, right, to guarantee the hit. Let's get to the part where let's get to a place where I actually do have 100 on them just standing in the open. Or, well, not standing in the open, but you know. Alright, here we go. This is the commit. Mothwings. All the way up to here. And then Gunslinger. 100% chance on both of them. So, wait. Sorry. Use the correct gun for this. It's very important that we deal 9 damage this turn. Alright, so the tank's only going to take 6. But we are going to be able to get through half of his health right now, I think. And then Borman's... Oh, she's not. Okay. She fires all the shots before any of them make contact. For maximum cool factor. Alright. Borman's just gonna run right up on this dude. We pop the Stone Skin. And unfortunately, I can't guarantee a hit with the double tap, but I can take 2 shots. Like, with 2 shots at... Oh! He's in the campfire and it's providing an extra 25% hit chance. I didn't realize that worked that way. That's super cool. So it's not just our chem flares, it's any environmental light source. So we are in fact guaranteed to hit with both of these shots. If either of them crit, this is a huge amount of damage. Also, the text here says with minus 50% chance to hit, but it was minus 25 in the other text, the text on the mutation tree, and it is actually minus 25. Weird. Hey, don't spin the camera away. I want to see how much health he has left. Okay. And then Dux needs to run up and finish off the Marauder. He doesn't get to be quite as fancy as everybody else. Okay, well he did crit the guy. That's fancy. Alright. So, one unit is closer, or Gorman is closer than all the other guys, and he's invulnerable. And he's closer and out of cover. So I was hoping that would draw attention. And now, this guy is not going to be able to survive all the damage we're going to deal to him this turn. This was a good plan. Pretty proud of myself. This guy's a lot higher level than we are.
Give up now and I'll go easy on ya.
And all we used up was cooldowns. Alright, let's see what they've been keeping from us. Well, first of all, that dude dropped an EMP grenade, which is great. There's scrap and also scrap. That was quite a bit of scrap, actually. Did the other guy drop stuff too? Okay, just a tiny bit of scrap. Alright, let's see. I've milked the suspense as long as I can possibly stand. If this turns out just to be like another Rambino, I'm going to be very annoyed. It's a level 1 boomstick. Well, we didn't really spend anything to get it, so I guess I don't feel that bad. But I'm bummed out that that was not some cool high-level weapon. I really don't need a boomstick at this point in the game. I have enough. Okay, so we could head back to the lair of Horned Devil and try to make things work there, but maybe we should actually advance the plot a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a walk before we can get to Hammond anyway. We could also go over to the Castle of Light. Here, let's go forward. If we run into a challenge we cannot handle, we will double back and find another place to level up some more. I gotta make sure that I reassess our skills a little bit. I also gotta try to make sure I attack people near campfires from now on. That was very nice.
A few people from our settlement came this far south once. They just didn't come back. Some say their bodies were turned into plants and eaten by evil wizards.
Huh.
This place gives me the creeps.
That's a strange thing for some people to say. Well, I'm not super eager to go down there, especially with this plants and evil wizards nonsense going on. Let's just have a look around up here first, shall we? The area up here is large enough that I would be very surprised if there's not any loot in it at all. Although it is increasingly looking like that is exactly the case. Well, okay then, I guess we're going down through the fence into the creepy place. Bird scared the hell out of me. What's wrong with you, bird? That time I was ready for him. I'm paying attention now. I think the fact that the areas aren't super dense with enemies actually helps the atmosphere a little bit. I get to maintain being creeped out for longer. As soon as there's an enemy I can see and fight. Ooh, wow. A lot of loot in here. As soon as there's an enemy I can see and fight, it becomes a very different experience. Like some old water towers that got knocked over. Also, apparently we can't step over this busted up light pole or whatever it is.
Blessed be the ancients.
Oh, we got a brain guy.
Body is your vehicle for vengeance. Find the thief among us. Strike him down.
Hold on. Ghouls are watching that gate.
We need to be sneaky.
I want to party, man! I don't want to work for the newest sect! Why are we doing this?
Watch what you say. The agents are watching us, you plank. So shut up and get back to work.
How good can the parties out here really be? Okay, well this guy is super dead. Which I really appreciate, because he's going to help us reset all our cooldowns. And wait for him to walk out so that he definitely doesn't have any cover from the wall there. I almost feel bad for him.
What you got? Bye-bye.
So I kind of wonder,
Hey guys,
based on the fact that we got just a boomstick from that encounter that they teased us with it being super high level at the very beginning of the game, I wonder if we're just not going to find any more new weapons. That would be a little bit of a disappointment. I don't know, I was hoping for like a laser or something. Maybe I created some unrealistic expectations for myself. What am I sneaking around for? There's nobody over here. We should probably go back and deal with that guy who is up on the raised platform. Because I think without his patrolling friend, he is also alone. But also, look at all this cool stuff. Look at all this stuff I can steal. I mean, I guess it's not really stealing. It doesn't seem to belong to anybody. And I say that because it isn't in anybody's hands at the moment that I am claiming it. Oh, hello there, note.
It frustrates me that the once compliant subjects have now become very intemperate and aggressive. Within the group, a sub-faction has developed, with Plutonia as the leader. Our hardships in the zone have convinced Plutonia that the world needs to be reset. These radical notions worry me. We are very close to the facility. Once we are safe, I'm confident that Plutonia and the others will become more manageable.
Man, where do people get this idea that, like, the comma is the end-all be-all of punctuation? Just put them everywhere. Should that be a period? I don't know, just use a comma. Should there be no punctuation there at all? May as well throw in a comma. It's like spice, but for sentences, right?
I told you. I turned around and...
Where's the robot?
Sounds like the robot's over there.
Trouble, do you? Find the robot!
Alright, the shaman's gonna walk off by himself. We should probably go grab him. All our stuff's off cooldown right now, so it's... At this moment, it's easy to stealthily take out a 24. And we're definitely gonna want to grab him before we kill anybody else, so that we can potentially use other people's easy deaths to reset things. Oof.
Will be punished severely.
Still real creepy. Okay, is he gonna walk out? Because I don't really want to fight him in there. I want to be able to Mothwing. Although, actually, I guess we could just Mothwing through that hole in the roof.
Anybody notice these mushrooms are growing out of dead bodies? What kind of sicko farm is this?
Kind of growing out of everything, it seems like. Alright, where's the hole in the roof? Right there. I hope that hole actually is, like, functional. Oh, wait a minute. This guy has a point of armor. Wait, cancel. Yeah, I can't do that. I cannot take out a guy who has 24 health and a point of armor in stealth. We could use the Boar Rush. Actually, that would probably do it. Hog Rush, sorry. Yeah, so we'll have to get a crit or two with our silent weapons, but we can set that up. We can make that happen. This is probably the place to do it. I did actually equip that, right? Yes, okay, good. So, what I want to do is start things off with ducks. So we can get a 100% crit chance. So I hit him for 9. Then we get him for 6 with Pharaoh. Knock him down, and then, yeah, we have way more damage. Then we need to kill him on the next turn. And we're pretty far away from all the enemies. I think this should work. It is going to mean that we need to reset some cooldowns after this, but, like, that's the whole reason we're in a big hurry here.
That had to hurt.
I don't know if there's actually a range on Hog Rush. Like, I have no idea. I assume I just have to be within a range of moving to him.
Don't it?
Alright, please tell me that did not alert anybody else. It doesn't seem to have.
I am the beautiful weapon. Gotcha.
You know, it would be a lot more badass if you equipped before shooting a guy who was, like, in position to fight back or something.
You gotta die someday, right?
It's, like, not really that cool to do all that and then just shoot a completely defenseless man.
Get over here.
Alright, well, it would be cool if we could find a couple more easy kills then. Nothing else of value in the Mushroom Shack. Well, I'm getting some serious... I mean, I guess this is a pretty common idea in sci-fi, especially post-apocalyptic stuff. But the instance of this, like, Church of the Bomb idea that I always remember most clearly is from an issue of Hellblazer.
How many times have I told you that the mushrooms are sacred tools for my mind, not yours?
My mind is good mind. Thick mind.
Your mind
Do you
is
want it to be
nothing.
thick?
We need to get as much food as possible into the sanctum before the cleansing of the Ark. Now get to work.
My mind. Nothing. Yes. Nothing my mind is. Nothing my mind is.
You brain-dead simpleton! Just leave. Go on patrol.
Yes, just walk by yourself to a place where none of us can see or hear you. Is he actually going?
Blimey.
Okay, hold on.
Did you see all this food? Who knew ghouls could be farmers?
They gotta stay alive somehow, right? Okay, yeah, we want to get him over here. I probably want to wait for him to come back. In the meantime, let's steal everything that's not nailed down. Who built this place with, like, this is pre-apocalypse construction, right? Who built this place with toilets just, like, in the middle of large rooms? I mean, not in the middle, but, you know, in large open rooms. I guess maybe they grabbed the toilets from elsewhere and brought them over here? Weird thing to do, but I suppose not weirder than the other things we see ghouls do all the time. Oh, he's outside the building now. He's over there. Alright, I can take him over here. That works just as well, or actually much, much better. At least I hope so. Oh, yeah, we're definitely far enough away. It does seem like the range he sees us at is just whatever my weapons shoot at.
Know who you're messing with.
The crossbow's the only one that we can, like, relatively commonly get a 100% actual stealth shot with. That's weird. Dux's Mimir needle pistol. Okay, there we go. Had the crossbow graphic for a moment. What a strange bug.
Sorry about that. They had it coming. Regroup.
You know, honestly, I actually really like the fact that Pharaoh quips all the time. The others occasionally say something, but it seems like she does it every single time she shoots.
This through your heads.
That's a nice way of adding character.
Mushrooms are not to be eaten. They can be used only for holy ritual.
Gee, I wonder what kind of mushrooms these are.
So I ate a mushroom. So what? Brain Boy's not gonna find me. My skull's too thick.
I told you to split it with me. Tell me what happened. Did you see the ancients?
Hell no. I saw some purple, and the purple laughed at me. So I started laughing. Then I took a piss. That felt real good.
So what's the big deal? Sacred mushrooms. Psh, stupid Nova sect. Phonies!
Okay. There's a lot of guys with a lot of health in this zone. We don't really have a good reliable way of dealing 8 damage per person. It makes this tricky. I need slightly better stealth weapons. I need one more point of damage. If everybody's weapon had 8 damage on it, we could take these guys down without having to pop abilities all the time. And not that I'm opposed to using abilities, but it does mean that we can't necessarily string a bunch of these 24 stealth kills together. And at this point, if we were to get loud and actually pull dudes, there's a lot of guys over there. Okay, the medbot is extremely beatable. Let's work him out. So let's grab Circuit Breaker. You know, we'll put Circuit Breaker on both of them just in case. Okay, this should be easy enough. I have to move one space forward. So ideally, we want to take Dux's shot first, right? Because he has a chance to just disable the thing on his weapon, which would mean that we could avoid using a cooldown at all. And then, if this doesn't work, Pharaoh can hit him with the Circuit Breaker. Uh-oh, Circuit Breaker's not guaranteed to hit. Well, I could Mothwing to guarantee it. The thing is, if we don't get the guarantee here, this guy could blow everything in a way that would be absolutely disastrous. So I guess what I'm saying is time to Mothwing this.
I am the beautiful weapon. That's right. Oh!
Yeah, it would have been really nice if we had gotten
Give up now and I'll go
the
easy
lucky
on you.
disable off
Go
of
easy.
Dux's weapon. It's alright. We have 2 copies of Circuit Breaker. I'm sure we'll be fine. That's the patroller over here. So it seems like there's 3 real groups of enemies, which is a problem. I think if we got loud with any of them, it would pull everything, right? There's still one more lone guy that we can grab out by the front. Oh, and someone patrolled away from that purple mushrooms conversation. We might be able to grab him, too. It'll be a little bit tricky. This guy out by the front is also going to be a small amount of a problem because he's raised up on something. Does Dux have... Yeah, okay, Dux has his stuff back. Oh, hey. Pharaoh decided to just stand on top of some loot. That was nice of her. It looks like we can get pretty close to him on this side. You guys are gonna give me a heart attack. Yeah, alright. So a Mothwing plus just like climbing around. Hold on a second. No, we should be able to climb. We're fine. This should be fine. Do I need to equip anything new on people? No, we got Hog Rush in case. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's go for it. Now we're going to have to use ducks to guarantee the 10 damage crit here no matter what. It's a shame he no longer has a chance for knockback. Uh-oh. Oh, and we don't have, yeah, I don't have Pharaoh's passive that lets her just climb up on anything with by just walking near it. So actually, I think we do have to use Hog Rush here, because they're not both going to be able to shoot him otherwise. Not with a 100% chance to hit. And you know how I feel about taking chances. Alright, so I'm just going to Hog Rush him. We're definitely far enough away from enemies. This shouldn't be a problem. And this will knock him off the thing. So I did not, in fact, need to use the wings. Alright, and here we'll take our 75% chance because it doesn't actually matter if we hit with this or not.
You're the zero.
Okay, a crit in fact.
Half bad for a newbie.
And then we almost all caught fire. Yep, I'm using abilities unnecessarily. Man, we have a lot of Molotovs. I kind of wish we could sell those. Alright, so let's see about the patroller out of the other group. That guy. He is also a pyro. I put myself in a little bit of an awkward position here. You know what we could do? We could swap this... No, sorry, not swap this. We could use Twitch Shot to take him down with the crossbow. That'll give us a little bit more refresh time on stuff. We could also use Skull Splitter. Maybe get the kill with that. We certainly don't need Circuit Breaker equipped right now. I'm trying to think, do we have any other stuff we could have equipped that would be really helpful here? I actually really want to save up for Super Tendons because I don't think Silent Assassin's very good. And I'd much rather she have... Well, Frog Legs and Mothwings are both pretty cool. I like Mothwings better because it works when there isn't a high spot for you to go to. So yeah, we're saving up for that. Alright, yeah, we might have to just take a little bit of a risk here. So just in case this goes wrong in a way that kills me. In general, I like to try to live with the results of my errors, but it could go wrong in a way that kills me. So let's be aware of that. Oh, right, you can't Twitch Shot with a crossbow. How does that change things? We could just swap over the Ancient Pistol onto him for a second here. Hold on. Okay. Actually, you know what? His ability to shoot from stealth is probably because of the crossbow. Oh no, this has 16 range for him. You know what? It's the Eagle Eye that's doing it. Okay, well, maybe I should consider Eagle Eye for ducks. Apparently the Eagle Eye is what you need. Alright, let's try this now. Alright, twitch shot. Each shot having a 75% chance to hit. If they both hit, we're in the clear. They did. Okay, cool. Everything is groovy.
Does that hurt?
I wonder if we should just leave the stealth weapons like this then?
You're earning your scrap, kid.
Good thing nobody thinks that sound is suspicious. Wait for the graphical effect of the fire to disappear. Okay, so we still don't have all of our stuff back, but now we have some stuff recharged. We get high ground here. Like if we actually fight the sect tank, he's gonna pull the rest of this stuff, right? Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. I'm still not super clear on the range of gunshots, but we've had things go loud and not immediately pull other groups in the zone before. Come on. Wait, that's lootable up there. That's free stuff up there. And I almost missed it. There are tanks in each of the 3 remaining groups. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it would be very difficult to engage in combat in this zone without engaging everyone. And I don't know that we could handle engaging everyone. Let's push on through here to the next area. We could just unlock some fast travel here and try to decide what we want to do. Because honestly, we could probably even take 2 of these packs, but I'm really worried about a cascade causing us to get all 3. We attack one of the groups on one of the sides, they pull the middle guys, and then the middle guys screaming and shooting guns pulls the other guys.
We're getting close to Hammond.
If this is bad guy central, where's all the ghouls?
Oh, no, ghoul. I'm not letting my guard down.
So in terms of advancement with our current gear, all of our quiet weapons are level 3, but none of our loud weapons are. So we can still get an extra point of damage out of each of those. But without finding something actually new, we're getting pretty close to our damage cap. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with... What is that? That's some kind of new thing. I am uncomfortable with the speed at which it moves. Mimir Z200. With 30 health and 4 armor, the Mimir Z200 will just totally wreck your stuff. Forever. It will make you die. 4 armor, dude. With our silenced weapons, we'd be hitting for 3. And like, we have easy shutdown of mechanical stuff, but even so... Let's try to avoid fighting as many of those guys as we can. I thought I saw something glowing over here. Yeah, I'm concerned. Also, how is there like remnants of a house and stuff and there's no scrap over here? This is breaking all the rules of what the game has taught me about... Okay, that's the way we came in. Breaking all the rules of what the game has taught me about loot. Should be chests and broken weapons everywhere. Should be glorious. A non-stop cavalcade, a circus, if you will, of scrap metal, free upgrades, and giant laser weapons, maybe a couple of Unreal Tournament guns, a flak cannon.
Up ahead. That building is the Spear of Heaven.
Dude, we should figure out how to scrap entire cars. That's a lot of metal right there. Feels terribly wasteful to just leave it here. In these areas that we've cleared out, we should be able to just, like, hook up a tow cable to something. I'm sure we could put together one of these giant battle mechs, get it actually working. Oh. Scared the hell out of myself with that awareness circle there. Okay, well, this guy is trivially grabbable, so let's finish resetting all of our cooldowns. Ah. I think we let that guy get far enough away. Now I'm a little nervous. I'm pretty sure we're cool.
Come on.
I hated that asshole.
And when the patroller comes back, he's going to see his buddy laying there on the ground. He's going to be like, "Oh, that Bill, always dead and on fire. What a cut-up." Iridia has new items. Maybe she'll have some real cool new stuff. We should probably take this dude. Do you have... Okay, you have Boar Rush equipped. I think Boar Rush is the one I'm least likely to want to use in actual combat, because I think that Twitch Shot and Turn Invincible are both really good. So for that reason, I'm thinking that Boar Rush is the one that we're most likely to want to use to pop stealth guys, but also, check this out. Maybe I don't have to use anything at all. Oh, Dux doesn't have, he doesn't have Alpinist equipped right now. Well, we could do a Skull Splitter. Yeah, that works just as well. I could have done this without using a cooldown if I had remembered to re-equip my thing, though.
Yeah, sweet takedown. Hey, over here.
Yeah, I gotta remember to actually be swapping my abilities around live. I don't actually want to switch it back now, because honestly, probably Alpinist is less broadly valuable than Eagle Eye is. Although it is nice to have Alpinist equipped so that if things go awry, you have the Mothwing save available. Yeah, alright. Let's try to keep Alpinist equipped most of the time. Also, hey, look at that. We finally got access to Chameleon. If we want it. Mothwings are really useful. If we pick up Chameleon, then we also want Silent Assassin. They play well together. So I guess let's get Chameleon now. We'll pick up Silent Assassin next. Pharaoh is 1 point short of the thing we want from her. And I think on Borman, I just want health at this point. If we have all of this stuff I actually care about on him. Shake it off, man. You're gonna be okay. That is a lot of HP. So this is a random patrolling sect hunter as well. Well, we can definitely Mothwing this guy. So we probably should. Actually, do I want to start... Oh, hey! How's it going, man? Is it, like, cosplaying as Bloodseeker right now? I probably want to... We can start out with Farah. No, it doesn't matter. Neither one of them do enough damage with their crits. We are going to need the duck crit. What I was thinking is we could fish for crits with other people and perhaps avoid having to use the wings, but we actually do 100% have to get Dux's crit.
Yeah.
Alright, I knew that this range was not acceptable. What am I doing? We're real close to that robot. Like, way closer to that robot than I really want to be.
It's Pharaoh. That's from me.
2 quips. 2 quips per shot now is the world we're living in.
Stay down.
That was awesome.
Okay. Giant robot did not notice. Is that one maybe not turned on? No, it's on. Okay, that could be a problem. Let's sneak around the side here. We definitely can't take that tank in silence. Is he connected to any drive bays or anything?
The dead, they put the dead on the ground, left their bodies to rot. Weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, actually. When you think about it. I guess there's not really a way of disposing of the dead that wouldn't be weird. Which, in a way, makes them all not weird. But no, that's not really how it works. Everything can be weird. It can be the case that everything is weird. Is this robot, like, guarding anything? Is there any reason at all to engage with him? I don't want to just, like, shine my light in that general direction and see if anything glows. It kind of looks like there is no reason to engage with him. I suspect the idea here is that we are not to engage in loud combat in this area. Alright, here we have another hunter. Well, it does seem like he is all by his lonesome. Okay, and there's a butcher. So how do I want to do this? Actually, it looks like we might be able to get that hunter from a raised ledge inside. So I might not have to spend any cooldowns on him. We certainly don't have to spend anything on this guy. I guess let's just drop this guy real fast. Hold on, I'm not comfortable doing this from this side. Let's not be as close as possible to the other enemy. Maybe I'm being overly cautious, but I would rather be overly cautious and look like a big idiot than be dead. Did I start you guys so far back that you can't even get shots? No, okay, we're good. We're good. Sometimes they do not follow very closely.
Now it's getting fun.
Gotcha.
You did good.
Get your asses over here.
Boy, it freaks me the hell out when they go down like that, and then a couple seconds later, they flip themselves over. Alright, we almost have enough weapon parts for a level 3 upgrade on one of our guns. Probably it's the boomstick, right? Boomstick goes first. I think it is the best of our guns by a pretty large margin, which means that, first of all, it is the one we are most likely to use when things break down, like instead of a stealth weapon, and secondly, it is the one we are least likely to replace. That's one thing I'm real nervous about, is wasting weapon parts by upgrading something and then wanting to toss it later. I guess it's not really a waste, but you know, non-optimally efficient use of weapon parts. Who are these guys?
Why did all the Novosec leave here? Where did they go? What is more important than here?
Who cares? Leave questions to the big brains. We are safe. We should party a little.
But we're not safe. I hear rumors of stalkers from the Ark. They come for us. They cannot be stopped.
Shut up! No stalkers are coming. We are safe.
Who would he be hearing rumors from? How am I to believe this? So I think we don't actually want to kill the sect butcher first, right? We have stuff. We're gonna have to fight that guy over there either way, so it makes a little bit more sense to me to try to kill him, like spend some cooldowns, kill him, and then go after this other guy afterward. I think the thing that makes the most sense is a hog rush here. Pretty far away from everybody else. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright. Nice of him to walk so far out. Okay, can she get close enough to... Nope, she gets really... Okay, I mean, it doesn't really matter. The boar rush is enough, or the hog rush, is enough extra damage. As we do want to shoot Dux's weapon before we make the commitment here, because if we do just get the crit, then it is not necessary to spend the thing.
I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Back off! He shouts at the guy who is laying on the ground, unconscious and on fire.
Nighty night.
You did it.
Get over here.
Alright, let's go clip that other dude, and then we can walk around inside the barn and see if we can't grab that that other hunter from that ledge. Because from the ledge, we can guarantee a 100% crit with Dux without having to use any abilities. I don't know why I'm fishing for the crit. It actually, like, it literally does not matter even a tiny little bit whether we crit this guy or not. But it just feels good to maximize the damage.
Gotcha.
Stone cold.
Okay. Let's check out the inside of that building. That's our guy. This is where we need to... You know, I'm now realizing there's no way I'm going to be able to just walk in there. I don't know what I was thinking. This Sect Pyro is not alone. There's another guy beyond him, I think, and there's obviously the hunter up there. I wonder if we can access this ledge from outside, maybe, without having to go in there? We could also just Mothwing the dude. Like, it's not a big deal if we have to spend stuff. I'm just doing my best to be efficient. The game's fault for making it fun. Well, no, we certainly do not have access. If we take him out, we can use the ladder to get upstairs inside, so I think this is a pretty high priority. Alright, let's do this, dude. I do have Alpinist equipped, right? Yes, okay. Right in the face. Although, honestly, you wouldn't think that the needle would necessarily be effective right in the face. I mean, with him having that mask on and everything. Seems kind of strange.
I am the beautiful weapon. That score hurts.
As I really should be shooting with the others first in these situations, because there is some small chance that we'll get a crit and set the guy on fire, and that would save me the cooldown.
Enough.
Not so bad.
Come on.
Alright, let's see what we can see up here. Wow, this really goes up, huh? We haven't seen any fall damage yet, but I honestly wonder. I am somewhat tempted to try to engage in combat from up here. Probably not a good idea. It's going to make a lot of noise. But there's actually no other purpose to this area, right? Alright, well, hold on. Also, we've gained like 6 levels this episode. Alright, let's move around the other side here. Wait, careful. Careful. Right, we are not to engage in loud combat in this area. The giant robot will probably have some things to say about that.
Wait a minute. Why is steam coming out of these graves?
So there's some kind of underground something going on here. The entrance to Hammond, the place where they're keeping Hammond is over there. Maybe there's another underground vault-like area. Alright, if we take out this guy, somehow, then we can easily kill the pyro from the ledge without having to spend any skills. Or we can even just wait for this guy to walk away and take out the pyro from up here without spending anything, and then fight him. That might actually be the way to do it, because we could use Boar Rush on the hunter then, probably. How far away does he walk? Far enough, it looks like. Oh wait, this guy's not alone. If we kill that one pyro, we get the other pyro. Hey, get down. There we go. Okay. Should probably be pretty careful here. Oh, wait. He becomes aware of the bottom floor briefly. I think there's a hole in the roof over there. You know what? Let us not worry about this right now. I'm going to go get the fast travel for the place where Hammond was taken.
Here lies Haraldur Thormundsson. That's one badass name.
Alright, I'm not getting that reference. My guess is someone on the dev team or the guy who originally wrote the RPG setting, maybe. Oh, wait. The entrance is in there. Well, that complicates things very slightly. Shoot. With no idea how to disable that robot, I'm really nervous about engaging in loud combat in this area. Alright, let's keep looking around. There are some other places for us to go. We still haven't actually done the thing beyond the Castle of Light. Like, there's a lot of leveling up we could still do, and hopefully we can find some weapons that hit a little bit harder. Maybe we could find a stealth laser. It does 200 damage, and also it looks really sweet. It's going to be underneath the top hat that this vulture is wearing down here. We need to go this way. We left like 3 groups of enemies alive here. Also, apparently, somewhat less than thorough on the looting. Huh. What a weird little detour. There's no loot over here. Why is this even here? Okay, so the other entrance is this way. It does seem odd, right? That there's that whole area that seems to exist only to introduce you to that robot and its one particular weakness, and then you see one of those robots sort of in the same stage of the game. I feel like we're supposed to use that information to sabotage the robot.
Does my snout deceive me, or
over
do
there.
I smell grog? Luscious, nasty grog.
Boy, is it a good thing to be both luscious and nasty?
Up ahead to the legendary grog den. Here is where the ancients brewed their magic grog. Or some shit like that.
Like, usually luscious is a good thing. But I think when you pair it with nasty, nasty's like a negator for luscious. Luscious and nasty is worse than just nasty. Also, everybody's afraid of the horned devil. Is that... I don't remember if that's what it was actually called. You know, the moose. That one moose that everybody's afraid of. I can hear this robot, but I do not see it. Okay, we got some guys over here.
I want to party till my head goes boom! Enough of that grog. We need to baptize the zone with old man fire. We need to make more fire bombs now!
We've got a mountain of fire bombs over there. You want to make more?
I want to burn it all. Not some. All. Burn it all!
I mean, who can't identify with that? Alright, this is a little... Quarters are a little tight here. Like, that guy walks away from his buddy enough to be grabbed, but not by, like, a huge amount. Have to be a little bit careful. Oh. Interesting. Chief Pyra. Well, I'm glad I went up here and looked around before trying anything. Chief Pyro will definitely see it if we grab that Pyro down there. Presumably he's probably gettable at the other end of his patrol path. But, you know, we haven't gone back and checked the shop yet. Iridia does have new stuff, right? Also, a free chest. Weird.
Stuff in Heaven's diary. Never seen so much of it.
Why is there a chest just sitting here in the middle of nowhere? Oh, hey, that's something... That is a laser. A rapid-fire Enclave laser weapon with tremendous destructive capability. Rumors say that this was discovered deep underground. Why is this just sitting in the open in a level 35 area, and those monstrous level 55 dudes were guarding a boomstick? It's ridiculous. Alright, I want to shoot somebody with this laser. I guess it's a loud weapon. We're going to have to probably wait a little bit on that one. This guy seems pretty alone, though. I think we're going to be able to get him. Well, okay, let's be cautious. Fishmas Bill. Fishmas exclusive fixed gear cottage industry. This is definitely a bill for some alcohol. This is not useful to me. Maybe that bill is very funny. It didn't look humorous to me, but maybe I'm missing a joke that is being made there. I'm a little worried about the situation that I'm in right now. Yep, this is bad. Okay, alright, okay. I guess we're doing it. Here's a question. Can we do it? I guess we have Twitch shot. I do not think it is safe to attempt a hog rush here. think he would probably get me on Hog Rush. We'll just twitch him.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Hey, we didn't even need everybody on that one.
Figured out how to use that thing.
That's some pretty good crits there.
Come on.
Yeah, that guy scared the heck out of me. And all we got was a Molotov. I think that's going to be a theme in this area. We're receiving a lot of Molotovs. You know, that incredibly rare thing that we just can't find any of. Hooray, more Molotovs. Alright, so we got a hunter here. We got Chief Pyra overlooking a hunter and a couple of pyros down there. There's that medbot walking around somewhere. We should definitely grab him. This is a creepy scene. Well, you know, at least he died as he lived. Sitting in the open, holding onto his rod. You know, I'm not here to judge. Whatever gets you off. Alright, we should probably finish stealthing out this area and then head back to the Ark and then call it for today. So the medbot comes in here. We got to make sure he's clear of the other guy. We also have to make sure Dux is actually equipped for the situation. Okay, he is. I'm not 100% sure we're going to be able to hit him from here. He walks back inside. We can just wait a second. Oh, wait, I remembered him walking more through the middle of the area. Didn't he? Because I thought I remembered having to run away from him doing that. Maybe I am mistaken. There's no version of this where we kill him without the short circuit. But high ground should allow us to guarantee the hit of the short circuit, so... Yeah, okay, here we go. Hey, this is a thing I need to do. Just for safety. Okay, that looks pretty good. Sorry, circuit breaker. Apparently I am not at 100% hit range. There we go. Solid camera work.
That's from me.
What you got?
Wow. That was a pretty impressive observed crit range there. Suggestively designed system for the rationing of grog. Play with the little bits, and cool liquid is delivered to the thirsty recipient. I guess that's suggestive.
What is this? It smells like old grog. Is it for making grog?
Well, I guess we better go ask Prip, huh? I have already forgotten. I know last episode I went and I looked. I've already forgotten what we are going to be able to get with artifact points at this point. We got all the cool stuff. I kind of don't care anymore, I guess is the thing.
You're getting closer to Hammond. Good. Seeing more ghouls too? Not so good. Where do ghouls come from? I'll tell you. As the Red Plague burned through the human race, civilization fell apart. Between two tribes of ancients, a war started. That war grew into a world war. All the weapons they swore they'd never use, they used with wild abandon. When the war was over, the world lay poisoned. Soldiers who had nothing left wandered the zone to live in the irradiated wastelands. Those soldiers beget little soldiers, who grew up and beget other little soldiers, who after a few centuries became the ghouls you see today. You want me to call the ghouls humans? I refuse. Ghouls are not humans. The rot has stripped the souls from their bodies, leaving only rage. Rage that jumps from one generation to the next, getting stronger and stronger. The ghoul appetite for arc blood will never be sated. Remember that the next time you face them.
I mean, I've pretty much been treating them that way this whole time.
Farewell. Remember your elder's guidance.
Did we know that it had been centuries and centuries since the event? I think that might be new information.
Pull up a stool, stalkers.
Alright, so we probably want to save up until we have 2. I don't know whether Technophobe or Butcher or Medic is more appropriate. Probably Medic is better for pulling our butts out of the fire. Technophobe and Butcher are both it's so hard to rely on something like this.
Have a swell time out there.
Alright, nothing from you yet. You have anything actually new? Nope, it's just more quantity on the stuff she already did have. Well, I mean, at some point I should actually buy some things. We have so much scrap now that those scopes are starting to look pretty reasonable.
Hey, what can I help you with?
Also, we could definitely afford to grind up that new boomstick. So this thing, just 10-11 with 15% crit chance, a ton of ammo and range. Yeah, this is a pretty good weapon. So rather than upgrading one of these to level 3, we could upgrade this to level 2. Or we could do both, potentially. Oh, yeah. The boomstick was a ton of parts. Okay. Let's upgrade you. So 11, 12. Scopes and damage modules not available. That's unfortunate. You know, I feel like that's a pretty big detriment. It's still a good weapon. It's a very high base damage. Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to upgrade that thing to level 3, even though it can't take attachments, just because the base damage is so good. Like with another level, it goes up to 12, 13. It has 15% crit and 4 ammo. That beats the heck out of the Rambino. Yeah, I think we just upgrade this again. Even without being able to take attachments, it's still awesome.
Bye.
So let us equip that on somebody. It would be a decrease in range for him, which is probably fine, but like, is there a reason? Yeah, she should have it. You know what? Because if we want to actually use Gunslinger with her, I want her to have a weapon that does as much base damage as possible. Yeah, that thing seems pretty alright. Then the question is, do we want to lose another gun?
Hey, what can I help you with?
I guess at this point, another gun probably would not give us the resources necessary to upgrade anything meaningful anyway. What about the scopes and stuff that were on her weapon? 30% weapon range and... okay. That EMP would probably be useful on somebody else's stuff. Do we have... we have a 20% weapon range scope on this weapon. That should become a 30. And then we should attach this this robot stun thing somewhere. Probably on one of the stealth weapons. Just again, trying to give ourselves a chance to get lucky. Right, because we're no longer reliant on the damage from the broiler to actually kill enemies in stealth. And then maybe we put the broiler onto a loud weapon? I like the Mimir driver on the boomstick with the extra crit chance, right? Because the boomstick has naturally high crit damage. So play into the linear a little bit. And this thing can't mount... Oh! Wait. Why can it now... Huh. Also, how does a broiler work on a laser weapon? Weird. Why was I not allowed to mount stuff on it before? Even after we'd upgraded it, it said no, no stuff to equip, right? Oh. It probably was not saying you can't equip stuff on here. It was saying you don't have any stuff. Because we hadn't yet removed the stuff from her old weapon. So we have exactly 6 scopes and exactly 6 damage items. That's what it was. Okay. Well... I think the swaps we made there are, like, perfectly reasonable. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well. We have a lot of scrap, and I'm still not quite sure what to do with it. It does seem like we don't need to save it up to buy medkits anymore. I might put some of it into grenades, and then we could, like, buy a scope or something. But honestly, we're in pretty good shape gear-wise. I don't know. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when I think we're going to have to indulge in an awful lot of loud combat. And we'll see you then.